my child's life, such that you don't miss that holistic development of their lives. So these conversations for me are very important, especially so because, I am there. I have a 16-year-old, I have two 14-year-olds, and I have a 12-year-old. So this is actually school for me as well. So if you're within my bracket, you have children, let's even say now adolescents, by 9, some of them are there. So from 9 years all the way to like 21, these conversations are for you. You want to tune in and listen. You want to wake them up, wake them up and tell them, hey, something good is happening on radio. They love social media a lot, so they can also catch us on social media at Joy997 and then join in the conversations. They can send in their questions. You can send in yours also, your questions, your thoughts, your comments to 05511119997, 055 And if we're able to activate the phone lines, then you might want to put these numbers on speed dial, so when we activate it, you're able to call in. That's 0302 216541, 0302 216541. So you can interact with us on those numbers, 05511119997 on WhatsApp. You can do Facebook at Joy997 on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. We're also live on YouTube, and so you can interact with us on all these platforms. Let's know what thoughts you have for us this morning. But my guests are seated already. I have Chaitanya Bhatt. Is that the name? Okay, I think he's joining us on Zoom. We'll connect with him very soon. And then Kukua Ando. Hi, Kukua. How are you? Great. And then Ajwa Owuswa Obriyabwa. Hey, Ajwa, we meet again. How are you doing? Great. And then Luther Jando. Hi, Luther. I like that voice. Hello. Yeah. Good to see all of you. You're on vacation? Beautiful. So, before we get into the conversation, I'd like to use this opportunity to say congratulations to my daughter, Demel Kekeli Naite. She's graduating. She did her IGs, and today is their graduation. So I'm just saying congratulations to her and, her friends. I think it's been a long walk. Are you guys there yet? Graduated, done in Form 4, Form 5? Where are you?
I just wrote IGs, so.
Okay, you also just wrote your IGs. Graduation done yet? It's
Not
coming
a
up.
formal graduation, but
Okay, great. Same with all of you?
AS level, so a year ahead.
Oh, you are doing A level.
Yes.
Okay, great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How is it like there?
It's tough.
Oh, tougher than the IGs, right?
Wait,
Oh, tell me.
you just have to adapt because some of the things are not, you might have even studied the subject before, but then you have new things, new questions, new methods, so it has a lot of adjusting,
But you do fewer subjects there than you did
Yeah.
you would do for the
but it's
IGs.
more in depth. So
I can understand. Okay, so are we ready for our conversation this morning?
yes.
We're just hanging out. Actually, we're just hanging out. But like I said the last time, there was a question on my mind. Do you also believe that your parents really do not understand you? The space in which we are, the times in which you are, your thoughts, processes, and all that. Do you think that it's lost on us parents? Is that what you think? Let me start with you, Jando, right?
Yeah.
I'll get the first name.
Yeah, I think because of the times we live in, most our parents don't really understand us because there's a gap, there's a big gap between the years they lived their teenage life and like the year we're living right now, because everything is full of like it's just technology based and
Luther, let me ask you.
okay.
Have you thought about the times in which we lived in? Have you
Yeah.
thought about it?
Yeah, actually.
Are you able to take a dive into those years? You make it look like the Stone Ages.
I just think everything was more simple back then. Like it was simpler.
Can you try, I mean, just from your own perspectives, and do some comparisons for me? Then, when your mother was a teenager, and your mother, daddy were teenagers, and your times now, what do you think the significant differences are? Because you said that the times we lived in were very different from now, so I'm wondering.
Okay, so
At least we didn't do WhatsApp then.
yeah, you did not. I know my parents. They always tell me back then we didn't have phones, we didn't have laptops, we couldn't. If you wanted to talk to your friends, you had to go to your friend's house. You had to ask permission from your parents and then come back at a certain time. And and we were just here like we have Uber. If we want to go somewhere, we just pick up our phone,
That's
order
it.
a car or something. We're always on our phones. We're always online, basically. So I think right now, like, we live in a whole different world compared to back then. So yeah.
You're very right, actually. Because, Uber, who thought about it? It's not so far off,
Yeah.
I was a teenager around in the 90s, thereabout. I mean, not the early 90s, but 95, 90, between 93, thereabout, were teenagers around that time. And so it's not so far away. However, it's true, the things you're saying at the time, I mean, you didn't have a phone. We did a lot of the home phone, and so there were no mobile phones and all that. So life, like you're saying, wasn't that fast. You're right. You've been nodding, sir. Is there anything you want to add?
Well, from what my mom keeps telling me, when she was younger, she was the last born of my grandmother, and my grandmother had her when she was really old, and most of her siblings had left the house, and she was all alone.
Pension
and her
baby.
dad had died when she was really young, so she had to take up a lot of responsibilities at a young age. She'd tell me that before she had to go to school, she'd have to walk to the farm, go and get this, and then come back, wash her uniform before she goes to school, and then come back home and then pound for food. It was a lot of things, so I understand that I would never fully understand what she's gone through, but I also think that she also wouldn't fully understand what I'm going through due to the different generations we were born in. That's how I feel.
And Kukwa, you think so too?
Yes, I agree with the different timings, and I also agree with the fact that as much as they might understand your experiences, it's a whole different thing to actually live those experiences. So then, yes, but I think it's a yes and no. I wouldn't fully say that my parents, at least, don't understand me. I think they understand me to a point, and then after that, it's like, yes.
Okay, so I want us to bury this issue once and for all, especially me. I want to have a clear understanding moving forward. So how do we bridge the gap? From your perspectives, how do we bridge the gap? Because we want to bridge it. We want to understand you so that we have a lot more peace in our homes.
Yeah.
So how do we bridge the gap?
I think communication is key. Like parents should talk to their children. Like they should establish a relationship where if there's a problem or if there's something happening somewhere, I can get up and say, oh, I want to talk to my mom about this without any like fear or any case where I feel like she won't understand or get me. So
Or she'll be judgmental.
Yeah, so I just feel like she should just like parents should just be more communicative with their children and get to know them. I mean, not like barge into our lives,
Now the barriers are coming.
but just show you're interested and you love us regardless. So you just want to know that, oh, this is what my son is doing, this is how my son is, this is how my daughter is. So yeah, I just feel like communication is very key.
I know you're itching to talk, so let's go.
along with communication, I feel like parents should be ready to set the tone for the relationship they want to have with their children. Because sometimes parents become harsh or forceful when they want to communicate with their children. So I feel like a subtle tone would make it easier for us, the teenagers, to be comfortable with communicating with them and talking about our issues with them.
Why do you think we do that?
Possibly due to how maybe they were brought up. Because my mom would tell me that you have it so easy, and that's if it was grandma, she wouldn't be like this, you know. So I feel like it's how they were brought
Leave
up.
us alone.
It was how they were brought up. So my mom doesn't like. How do I say it? My mom doesn't deal with me how, let's say, her mom dealt with her. So I'm grateful for that. But I feel like the problem is how they were brought up. So they think if they bring us up the way they were brought up, it would set it in stone, I guess. But it's not really that simple.
Do you not think that is because we have fears? And it's also because we really don't want you to make some very grave mistakes. And we want your future to be very bright. Do you not think so?
I do. Yes, there are lots of things nowadays going around, and it's very easy to make some certain mistakes. But I also feel like if we don't make those mistakes for ourselves and we go on thinking that the world is all hunky-dory, we might grow up being naive and getting into situations where we might not know how to get out of.
Kukwa, some people never recover from some of those mistakes, you know.
Yes.
So what's your take on that?
Well, one thing my mom has always said is there's no point going through or doing the same mistakes or making the same mistakes that she's made. Because if she's made it once and she's seen how it's ended, why would you also just toe the same path and then have it bad? So I think that it's a balance. I understand when a lot of my mates say, I also want to experience it. I want to know what I like, what my interests are. I want to build and know what I'm really about. But then I think that your parents have been through it and they've also seen a lot. And so everything that they do is really just out of love, the love that they have for you. And it's really just to make sure that your future is bright, as you said. So I think that it's a balance. As much as, well, especially in my home, you're given some sort of freedom. So it's like loosening the rope a step at a time. So you're not given all the freedom just at once. But then as the time goes on, you're given this, okay, and then we see how you're able to manage it. So I feel like you shouldn't want to just make your own mistakes. I'm just living life. You only live once. Yeah. It's not really worth it.
I like it that you people are driving and directing the conversation because I wanted us to move into something else, but we're going to stay here a little bit. So tell me, you talked about loosening the ropes, giving you a bit more freedom one at a time. What do you do to make your parents feel like, okay, now I am able to allow this, I'm able to permit this, and loosen up a bit, relax a bit, not be too strict and all that? What do you think that you people will have to do to give parents some sort of confidence to be able to loosen up a bit and for us to think that, okay, they can?
I think it's not misusing the opportunities you're given.
Okay.
So, for example, my parents for a very long time did not allow me to get onto social media because they thought it was a space with a lot of predators, as my dad would say. But when, for example, I joined Instagram, my mom would say, I hope you're not posting these kind of pictures. I hope that everything you're doing on there, you know that everything that you're doing on there is being watched by somebody else. Yeah. And you know that, okay, for example, I didn't start using Uber till this year. My mom would not let you sit in an Uber because she was too scared that you get missing or something will happen. But okay, if I pick the Uber this time and I go exactly where I said I was going, I don't say I'm going here and I go somewhere else. I don't say, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing something else. When you show that you actually merit the opportunities you're given, they trust you more. And as they trust you more, they'll keep loosening the rope. So yes, that's what I would say.
Okay, great. How about you, Ajwa?
I'd say being more responsible with the tasks you are given. Because sometimes my mother would tell me to do something just to test me and to see how I'd carry it out, to know if I'm ready to take on
The
more
next.
tasks. So it's being more conscious and responsible with the things you are giving and the tasks you are set to do.
Great. And Luther?
Well, I think it's showing them that okay, right now you're growing, or showing them maturity, because from my experience, my parents really like maturity. So when you show them that, oh, all of a sudden you're doing this a certain way, and you used to do that differently, like maybe this time now, these days, you wake up and you do the chores yourself. No one has to tell you that, oh, you have chores here, like you're doing it yourself. And they start seeing that, oh, you're growing up, like you're doing this and that. Or having those like mature conversations, like going to your parents and asking them about life, talking to them about your future or something like that. I feel like they just be like, oh, my son is growing. So
Even if you just make it up.
yeah. So they just start like also loosening whatever like loosening whatever, giving me more freedom, because I'm growing up. So they can't keep treating me like
A baby.
a baby.
And I'm sure you don't like that very much.
No.
Great. Okay, I see Chaitanya. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, perfect.
Good. So you tell me, you've been listening to us, this particular one about, so this for us is like partnership. You have a role to play, we have a role to play. If your parents will have to loosen their grips a little bit on you, your colleagues are telling me that you don't have to misuse the opportunity, you have to be responsible, and you will have to act mature. What more would you like to add to that?
I'd say communication is always important because there are going to be times that you do make mistakes when you're given freedom. And I feel like you should also be able to accept that and talk to your parents about it. You should have a close enough relationship where you're comfortable telling them that you have messed up and being able to talk to them and seek advice, which I feel is also a really big thing.
And that for me is really very important. Not too many people, even adults, like to accept their mistakes. You're always trying to put it on somebody, always trying to give reasons why it's not your fault. And so I think that you would have shown your parents a lot of maturity if you know that I stepped out of line, and you walk to them and go like, mommy, daddy, or whoever your guardian is, that I didn't do this well, and forgive me, give me another chance. I think that you'd just have scored like 80% or so. There. Okay, great. But we have been talking so far. You have any more things you want to say before I move on to the next thing on my mind? Chaitanya, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm saying that I asked why, you people think parents don't understand you. I just want to hear your perspectives on that.
Again, like the others said, there is a bit of a disconnect between when they were teenagers and now. So I feel like what they are used to or what they experienced is not exactly the same as what we experienced. Which is fine, obviously, that would happen, but yeah, it does create issues. So, for example, the opportunities they had may not have been the same as the opportunities we had. We probably have a lot more in terms of opportunities than they did. But they also have to realize that that puts a lot of pressure on us to choose the right ones. So again, I feel like communication is the key there, and being able to talk about it and discuss your options.
Great. So I know, you may have very great parents who try to understand you and work these things out with you. But I'm sure you also have friends, right, who probably may have told, all four of you that, look, my father or my mother won't have it. They have rules you have to follow. Your Kukua, why? Your opinions don't matter. Do as I say, and when you're done, move to the next, sleep at this time, wake up at this time. Very strict. You have friends who have had these conversations with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are not in that space, are you?
No.
Ajoy, you are not there. Luther, no.
No.
Chaitanya, you are not in that space,
No,
right?
no.
Okay, beautiful. So for friends who tell you they are in those spaces, how do you feel about it? And what do you tell them? Kukwa, you take it.
I think that's a hard one, but I think that you should relate with everybody according to the knowledge you have of them. So if you know that there are certain things your parents would have, and you know that there are dire consequences for it, I think you should just stay away from it. So, for example, I wanted to invite a friend to a birthday lunch, and she said, if I tell my dad it's going to be chaotic, no, I beg you, please don't call him, he won't have it. And I'm thinking, it's just a lunch, but then you respect the fact that she knows that that's what it is. And so she's not even going to try and hide and leave the house or anything. She's just going to follow the rules, because it's really just, I mean, it's long, but it's a short time frame. So just follow the rules till you're out. I think that's the safest.
Wow. And that means, so follow the rules, but you know they are not happy following the rules.
But you have your
Yes.
peace of mind at least.
Okay. Follow my lead. You're not happy following the rules, right? You can't negotiate. So you will have to follow. And then what you said, just follow it until you are out. So this person is sitting on edge and just can't wait for that time when they will leave home.
I think it's also about building like a very strong character. Because what I've realized is some of these people, because of the spaces they come from, are always looking for love and acceptance in all the wrong places. And so they'll do a lot of things just to fit into the majority and all of that. I understand that. But then I think that's where a lot of other factors come in, like religion. You know, there are better spaces you can find all these comforts in. So you get home, your dad says, do this, do this, do this. You're not happy. But then I feel like being happy is a choice. Because before I could say, okay, my parents understand me, there were so many fights. I don't understand this. Why isn't this this? And they'll tell you it's just this. And I'm like, why
And
is
you
it just
people,
this?
you people ask too many whys.
Well, I want to understand
because
why you're telling me that is that.
I don't think it's fair.
Simple thing. Mommy, why? But why? But why, saying?
I don't think it's fair that I mean, I know you're the parent, but I think as we're growing up, we will ask questions. We won't just follow what you say without asking. Like, we want to understand why this is this.
You people, I get what you're saying. And Aja, you have any thoughts to share on this issue about parents are so strict they won't give you a breathing space?
Well, I understand. My parents have been very strict at times. Not all the time, but at times. And I didn't, till this day, I still don't understand why. But my sister keeps telling me that it's better to just go with it than to argue about it with them, because you're not going to win the argument.
Exactly.
Especially mothers.
So there are some tasks that maybe I'll be given where I do them, but I'm not happy
Doing them.
I'm not happy doing them. But you just have to look back at the sacrifices and the things that your parents have done for you. So it shouldn't be so hard for you to do like something little for them. Let's say wake up in the morning and cook for them once in a while. Like, it shouldn't be so hard. So that's one thing I'm still learning to understand, that yes, I don't want to, but
You don't
I
want to say
shouldn't.
who should do it.
yes, who should do it?
Eh,
I don't want to, but there's no one else to do it, and she's done so much for me, so it's the little I can do.
when we were your age, right? Saturday mornings, you wake up very early. Well, I don't know for everybody, but in my home, you'd wake up very early. I mean, just like you wake up when you're going to school and you wash, you do your washing, you clean around. I mean, Saturdays are for home chores. You do everything. You, these people, Saturday morning, wake up and do what you have to do. Mommy, why? you have to wake up very early every day and go to school. Saturday that I have to sleep in a bit. Why should I wake up early to go and wash? Can't the washing be done any time of day? I'm like, are you serious right now? And if you push for them to wake up early, then be ready to be talking and talking, because you people, you will do the things at your pace. And you are looking at everything that's going on and you are so upset and you're just telling yourself, I just wish I let these people sleep so that they wake up and have your peace. You like to have your way. Chaitanya, I see you are laughing a lot about this. Is that what happens?
Uh, I can't really relate here. My mornings on Saturday start at 10.
Oh,
So
good for you.
this-
I think you people have tried to institutionalize it.
Wow. How so?
Oh, you still wake up very early on Saturday mornings?
Yeah.
Okay, at what time?
Saturday is not as early as during the week,
week.
but probably by 5:36 I have to be up because I have to do some things from my mom. And some Saturdays she wakes up really early to maybe go to church or get some market stuff done because she has other events to attend to later in the day. So maybe by 5:36
You're
I'm
up.
up. But then I go back to bed if I have nothing doing, because I don't see the point in waking up 5:30, getting what I have to do done, then going
still up.
outside in the cold to wash.
Oh dear.
So I'd prefer to wake up when the sun is up and is warm before I go out to wash.
So on that score, I'll start with you, Chaitanya. What advice would you, how would you like parents to partner you on some of these things? There are things you'd want to do. They have very strict, I'm part of the parents. We have very strict rules around it, and we don't think that we want to do it your way. You are not very happy doing it our way. You do it under duress. And quite often you don't even do it well because you also want to protest somehow. Luther, you can relate, right? Yes. You understand. How would you want us to partner you on some of these things? Because yes, we have come to agree and understand that we lived in the stone ages compared to your times, you see. But we still want to be able to make this partnership work. And so how would you advise we go about it?
well, this is a tricky one, but um, I think in terms of like duties and stuff, it shouldn't just come in all at once. You can like start small and then work up, because I do think it's important to learn how to do these things, not just to help out your parents, but also for the future when you're living on your own
Sure.
and in university and other things like that. So I do think it's important. But yeah, I think it should be step by step. So maybe for the first month or so you only do one chore on a Saturday, and then you move up to two and three. And plus there can be incentives. Maybe you can talk to your parents about it, right? They say, oh, if you get your chores done, then sure, you can go out with friends or you get some extra free time during the day. I feel like that would be a good way to go about it.
So what do we also get in return? Because it's a partnership. It has to be mutually beneficial.
Well, you get the chores done.
Don't I like that? How about you, Luther? How would you want us to go about this partnership? Because it looks like you people are the people who have problems with us. And in some homes, you hear the children referring to the parents as you people.
Hey, that's very serious. I think that we should always reach a compromise. Like we should always see eye to eye at the end of the day, because if I want to do something and you also want me to do something, like for my mom, for example, if I want to
Your
go
mom
out-
is very cute, by the way.
yeah,
When I saw you and your mom sitting, I thought she was a student too.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, very cute. I can't believe she's your mom.
I'm sure she's listening soon.
Yeah, she's very cute.
But anyways, I was saying, my mom, for instance, if I want to go out to my friend's house or I want to just go out somewhere, she'll be like, okay, I should do all my chores in the morning before I go. But then that's work, and I'm always like, I can come home and do it, right? But then she's always like, no, I should do all my
Finish up.
chores, or else I won't go. And she'll be like, oh, so when you come back home, you can do other stuff, you can learn, or I think she just wants a clean house before I leave.
Are you an only child?
No, I have
Okay.
3 siblings.
Oh wow, you're the oldest.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, yeah, she just likes a clean house before anyone leaves. So I think she just has to like let me understand. I think she's let me understand that, oh, this is what she wants, and then when she see that, oh, this is what I also want, they will just come to a compromise.
Have a cool understanding.
Yeah.
Those that you are able to do before going, you do it. And then those that you feel like, oh, mommy, but I can get back to do these ones, you'd expect that she also understands. And then we will have peace.
Yes.
Beautiful. Ajwa.
For me, I'd say understanding, because my problem with chores is routine. I don't know how to get a steady routine when doing my chores. Like every day, I'm supposed to wake up at this time, do this, have this ready, but it's
It gets
especially now
boring.
that I'm on vacation, it's very hard to maintain that. And I feel like it would help if she understood that it's not that I don't want to do it. I just find it hard to find that routine. And she keeps telling me, you have to become like accustomed to doing this at this time and getting it done by this time, so that when you grow up, you have your regime. And I understand that, but I want her to understand that I'm not perfect and I'm not a robot.
She knows that.
That I'm going to
She's
have
not a robot.
that I'm going to have this and this done
Oh dear.
at the same time every day. So it will get done. I just wanted to understand that it might not be the same in
Way
the
she
same way.
wants it.
Yes, every day.
But it surely will get done.
It surely will.
So she should understand
Yeah.
that. Okay. And from you, Kukua.
I think it's always hard to meet expectations because you're supposed to wake up. So my dad would say, a woman is not supposed to be asleep by this time. Why are you asleep? And I'm thinking,
What time are we
genuinely
talking
tired.
about?
So, for example, if you are even asleep at 7, he'll come and say, you're
7
supposed to have
a.m. or p.m.?
7 a.m.
Okay.
So why haven't you woken up and done this for me and get up, I want tea, and come and polish my shoe and come and iron my pants? And I'm like, I feel like some of these things, I mean, I understand because but genuinely, sometimes I'm like, Daddy, some of these things are things like I don't need to do. Like, if you wake up at 5 to go on your morning jog, and I'm really tired and I just want to catch some sleep, you can easily, just pour some water in and you'll be good. But he'll tell you, I think it's more of you haven't done it for them. That's what makes the difference. So I think it's really understanding where your parents are coming from, because after all, everything they're doing is for your benefit, and eventually it's you that is going to benefit the most. So
Okay, great. So we have some understanding. I have put down my notes, and I know that the parents who are listening are also putting down their notes, and we will have to understand that once you people get to this age, you're no longer babies. And so we will have to partner with you. But you know that in this partnership, there is a leader. We're the leaders. So at the point where we are not we are all entrenched. You're not having your way. You think I shouldn't have my way. At that point in time, this one, we are not going to be dancing around it. You people will have to understand that when we come to that position, we take the lead and you follow. Understood? Luther?
Oh, I mean, I understand.
You sound like it's not going well for you. But whether it is going well for you or not,
Exactly.
we have agreed to the partnership. On behalf of the parents, I have agreed. But understand that when we get to that point where you are insisting and I am insisting, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I am number 2. Number 2 wins because I am the parent here. You understand? Okay. Once we have that understanding, we can move. So I want us to talk about money. I also want to talk about preferences. There are things that you like, you want. We think you're not making the right choice. We think this shouldn't be it. And you people are insisting that no, this is what it has to be. This is what, sometimes simple things like choice of clothes, they are laughing. Choice of clothes, places to go. We have agreed that you can go out, but where you want to go becomes an issue. And we're giving you reasons why maybe choose here and not the other place. And you are insisting. How do we manage that as well? Because you know it comes up very often, right?
Yeah.
You want to wear this, we say no, this is not nice, this is better, and you insist this is what you want to wear. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about money. And then we've had conversations prior to me having this conversation with you. And we also have come to understand that for teenagers, especially the girls, you go through a lot of mood swings. So how do we manage that as well? Because there are times that when, especially so if you're a woman, sometimes you can understand. But when your daddy doesn't understand it and you're going through your own times and you want to be alone, meanwhile there's something to be done and all that, how do we deal with all of these things? And you, if we have a bit of time, you also tell me some of the specific things that we do that you people don't like. And then we begin to find ways around it. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So if you're just joining us, we have been I've been just hanging out with, my teenage friends in the studio, and I'm having a good time. These are like the best times I have on radio and television when we have to do home affairs and you have these young ones, with you, and they're walking you through the path for you to understand what it takes to be a parent. Bye, they will grow and they will be in our place, and then their children will tell them the same, and they'll remember these conversations we're having. But it's always a good time for us to be able to learn and understand this relationship between us and our children. And most importantly, there are lots of people who have lost these relationships. There are parents who don't have any relationship with their children. They bore them, they're taking care of them, but absolutely no relationship. These conversations are also to help us bring our minds to the fact that you cannot have a child and not have a relationship with them. You miss out on a lot of things. A lot of things go on with them that you don't understand. So these moments are very important for all of us. But for your eye care challenges, look no further. Amasha Partners Limited and Eye Care has it all. Eye Care, your eyes deserve the best care and quality designer eyeglasses. Amasha Partners and Eye Care undertake the following services: supply of designer frames, sight testing, supply of lenses, sunglasses, contact lenses, ophthalmologist in attendance, and general treatment. Locate us at La Opposite Trade Fair, Spinters, adjacent ICGC, and that's also before the Community 18 Junction. When you go to McCarthy Hill, you will find them opposite Benjay Lodge. North Kanishin, they are opposite Swan Lake Greenhand Junction. Achimota, they are on the second floor in the Densua Plaza. Takrady on the Axim Road opposite CBG Bank, Ho Housing Junction. Kumasi, they're around the airport roundabouts. Kolibu opposite ECG, and Kufuridwa Central Hospital Road. And when you get to Tema, go to the Meridian Plaza in Community 1, you will find them. Numbers to call: 0302-939850, 0302-939850, or 0302-778827. You can follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And Avenue Boutique Hotel welcomes you to their luxurious facility located in Westlands, North Legon, close to the Botanical Garden, and its perfect environment for comfort, relaxation, events, conferences, and leisure trips. All their venues are equipped with the latest audiovisual technology, and their staff are available to attend to all your needs. The Avenue Boutique Hotel offers attentive service alongside distinct amenities. These include luxurious rooms and suites, swimming pool, gym, spa, and restaurant. The Port Jean restaurant, the main indoor restaurant in the hotel, is all about a blend of traditional and Western cuisines, carefully prepared with the best and freshest hand-picked ingredients. Whether on vacation or business trip, we are the perfect location to relax and to be pampered. Profound experiences and cherished memories await you at the luxurious Avenue Boutique Hotel. For reservations or general inquiries, you can call or WhatsApp 055 575 5961, 055 575 5961, or you can call on 0302 552236. Now I feel like going there for a weekend, and having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palates and prepare them better for accepting variety of adult foods as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants. That is the wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. And my favorite is the millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, ma'am. This advert is FDA approved. Now we will get back into a conversation, but give me a moment. I like to take a break, and then we will be back to you in a tiny little bit. If you're just joining us, it's Home Affairs. We're live on Joy Prime Television. We are also on Joy FM. You can catch us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram at Joy997. Send us messages on 055 1111997, 055 1111997. We will be right back. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being our guest here on Home Affairs on Joy 99.7 FM and also on Joy Prime Television. My name is Adam Nightstay, and today is just a hangout with the teenagers. My very favorite time on Home Affairs because we get to learn a lot. But before we continue our conversation, let me just remind you of what you heard, the Joy FM Jingle Challenge. So your superstation, Joy 99.7 FM, is taking you on an all-expense paid trip to Dubai. Yes, all you have to do is have fun with us by joining the Joy Jingle Challenge. So we're asking you, are you creative? Are you good at mimicking or miming? If you are, right now, grab your phone, swipe open to your TikTok or any of your social media handles, that's on Facebook or Instagram, and follow the page Joy997. That's the first thing you have to do. Next, search for the video labeled the Joy Jingle Challenge. You will find it there and jump on it. Have fun miming along, and let's see if you are able to do it better than the original. When you're done, upload it onto your personal TikTok or any of your social media handles, tag Joy997 and hashtag Joy Jingle Challenge. We will definitely see it. And then you get your friends to engage with your video by either commenting, loving, or liking it. And you just might be on your way to Dubai. That's all. So get your phone, go to TikTok, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, and then follow our pages on Joy997. After following, search for the jingle labeled Joy Jingle Challenge. You will see it. It's used to be a staff of Joy FM, Ajwa Edu, doing her own thing with her lips, with the jingle. We just want you to mimic it, mime along. Let's see if you're able to do it better than her. When you're done, upload it on your own page. And then what you have to do next is get your friends to like it, to love it, to like it. Let them say things, because we want the video that gets a lot of engagement. Don't forget to hashtag Joy Jingle Challenge. We will see it. And if yours happen to be the best and you got the most engagement, you just might go to Dubai. Just like that. That's all. You don't have to do much. So I'm back to my friends. I have Chaitanya on Zoom. Kukua is here. Ajwa is here. Luther is here. We want to talk about money first of all. How important is money to teenagers, to you people? How important is money? Do you have money? Say again. Other people's money. Say my parents' money. Okay. You don't have money of your own.
No.
Your parents' money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't go into your purse or anywhere and bring out any money at all. You don't have any at all. But money is important to you.
Yeah.
How important?
It provides me with the independence I seek.
How about you, Kukua?
Yes, majorly it would still be my parents' money, but I would say I do have money of my own because I've learned to save a lot. So even if they give you 100 for this, you know you're putting some aside to do something else. So yes.
Okay.
That's how it goes for me.
So you have some allowance.
Not
Or not
necessarily.
but
It's
if you
based
need-
on, like, for example, you have an event, you need money for this. So then you use it and then you keep some aside.
Okay, so that's how you have been able to save some.
Exactly.
Do you have some allowance, Ajwa?
No, but the saved money, yes, I have that, but I still consider it my parents' money.
Because you haven't worked for it.
Yes.
Okay, great. How about you, Luther? How important is money to you? Is this such a big question?
But I think money is I think right now, like in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
teenagers have money. Like money is very important to us personally.
You people
because-
don't work too, and money is important to you.
So right now, you have to find a way to work and
Exactly.
get money. You have to find a hustle, a side hustle or something.
So do you have a side hustle? Aside school?
It's in the process.
It's in the process.
Yeah.
Mommy is aware of it.
Yeah.
Daddy is aware too?
Mm.
Okay, great. But
Yeah.
right now, as we speak, do you have money?
Yeah, it's also like kukwa, like you get money for events and stuff like that,
you
or
see.
birthday money, like they
Yes.
just put some down. Yeah, just put some down.
Okay, let me finish with Chaitan. I'll come and ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you have money?
A bit, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
But how important is money to you though?
it's pretty important.
Okay.
I want to have the independence to spend on things I like or spend on friends.
So you have some money.
Yeah.
From where?
Well, just like the others, it's mostly just money that I've saved up from when my parents give me money to buy things.
Okay, now back to my question. You people brought it up. You're saving the money up. To use for what?
To spoil ourselves.
It's as good as not saving it. Kuka, what do you use it for?
So, okay, my savings is in two parts.
Mhm.
One is obviously to spoil myself.
Wow.
And the
On
second,
things like what?
on the things that you know your parents won't readily give you money for.
Like what?
Nails.
Like what?
Why-
Going to do you like
Why
what?
are you going to fix nails? Where are you taking the nails to? You are staying in the house. So why are you going to do the nails? So they're not going to give you the money. But
So you save up money and you go and fix your nails
oh
with
yes,
it.
that's where you can't tell me you are not going. I don't have money.
Ah,
But if
this
I
is-
have my money,
This is such an eye opener.
if I have my money, I'll say, "Oh, mommy, can I go and do it?" So you give me the permission, and then you like, "Oh, maybe I would have allowed you, but I don't have money." Oh, I have money. Then in that case, you've already given me the
Permission. So
Permission.
now let
So
me
then-
activate it.
yes.
It's like when I
That's
went
how
to
it
go
works.
to my friend's house, and then my mom would be like, "Please, how you come?" I'll be like, "Oh, I'll pay. Don't worry." And then she just let me go because she's not the one paying. So when you have money, it helps. Yes.
Yes.
It helps.
Interesting. And the other part, Kukwa.
So it's like a rainy day. So in case something happens and I need money readily, and there's nobody around, I can rely on it.
Fall
Yes.
back on it. I see. And I enjoy you.
The money is just there. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, because if I need something,
You're still going to ask.
I'll still have to ask for permission to use the money.
Yay.
Even if it is my money that I've saved, I still have to ask permission to use it. So it's just there, waiting for a purpose to arrive.
Oh, don't worry. You will have use for it. And I know Chaitanya has already said that he uses it to spoil himself and sometimes spend it on your friends. How so?
if I go outside with my friends, sometimes I like to buy the food.
Oh,
Just
wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially close friends. It's good to do sometimes.
People who have money, my son says something. He calls them what? He has a name he calls. Wow. That's interesting. So beyond I mean these ones you save from, your allowances or money you're given and all that. How do you perceive money and how are you relating that to the life you're living now? You're in school, you're looking into the future and all that. How is money motivating your lives right now? I mean, the future. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Who wants to go?
Money is making us work hard. So I think money is a good thing, genuinely. But then I think that if you're overly looking for money and you're so hungry, I need money, then it takes you into spaces you shouldn't be
Be.
in. But then when you look at how, for example, my parents would say it's really a grass to grace situation. If I've seen how they've gone through the ranks, and especially being the oldest, I've seen the stages. So it's not like the money just came. I've seen how they got there and the hard work they've had to put in. So then it's really a motivating factor because you know that, especially all the investments they're making, it doesn't have to go to waste.
Great.
Yes.
Aja, how about you?
I'd say money is a privilege, but also serves as a motivation. So my family has money, so my life is comfortable. But just because it's comfortable doesn't mean I'm to take it for granted. Because every now and then, my parents remind me that yes, you have money, but you have to think of the other people who don't have money and who don't have the opportunities that you have. So you shouldn't take it for granted, and you should work hard so that you also have money, so that your family will also be comfortable like you are comfortable right now. So money is a privilege, yes, but it's also a motivation because it pushes you to work harder, to strive for more, to not end up like people who don't have
I feel at all.
what you have.
Great. Luther?
Um, like what Kuka said, money is a good thing until you're money hungry. Me personally, I like money. I really like money. But my mom always lectures me, telling me that I really shouldn't, like, money shouldn't be my boss. Like, money, I shouldn't
Exactly.
always be looking for money. Like, out of every situation, I shouldn't always be looking for money. Because me, like,
Mm-hmm.
if there's an opportunity to ask somebody for money, not like, let's say someone wants me to do something for them, I'll be like, will you pay me? Like, even in the house, sometimes I'll be like, can I get something out of this? Because I'm always looking for money. But my mom always tells me that I shouldn't be money hungry, and I'm still under their roof. They still provide for me, so I don't really need money as much now, which is true. Actually, I'll say that. It's just that sometimes you'll be there and then you get a notification from MTN that your credit has finished and they are, you need money, But personally, I just think money should
It's a
motivate you
motivator.
because you want to grow up and do better than your parents
Parents.
did. You want to grow up and be able to take care of them, to be able to buy your mom a car. Mom, if you're listening, your car will come.
Yeah. I have been promised a purple car. I wonder why purple.
So yeah, you just want to be able to make it in life. You should be able to get to a stage where you're satisfied and you're able
Beautiful.
to live on your own. But you shouldn't be money hungry
Agree.
all the time. So
Great.
yeah.
Chaitanya?
Um, I want to say it's basically what they said, where yeah, money is important, but it's only like up to a certain point. After that, it starts to lose its importance. Where once you have enough to like cover your needs and like some of your wants, you're basically set. After that, it's more of just a preference of having it or not having it. It is a great motivator though. For example, me doing chores, usually I do end up getting a little bit of money after I'm done, which helps.
Great. So if I'm to sum up what you're saying, you people understand that to be quite comfortable, to get by, and to be able to live an improved life from what you have now, you will need money. And needing money means that you will have to take what your parents are offering you now very seriously. And now, what we are offering you, the biggest thing we're offering you is looking out for you, your education, knowing what your talents are, and trying to help you develop them and all. And it's some of these things that sometimes make parents come across like they are overbearing, because we want your lives to be comfortable. So now that you people have said it, you understand where we come from sometimes. And so from me to you, take what you have now very seriously. Your education is very important. If you have a talent you're developing and your parents are helping you alongside, you take it very seriously. Now, a lot of people are living very comfortably on their talents as well. So you find out what your talents are, you have conversations with your parents, and let them help and guide you through it. So if you have to live comfortably tomorrow, and seeing how money is important to all of you, especially Luther, then today is important. You mess up today, then you're messing up a lot of things for tomorrow. We understand, right?
Yes.
Great. So we will be wrapping up on the show in a bit, but Adanse Travels is back again with another banger. Guess what? It's the Ninth Wonder Tours exclusively to explore Africa with popular personalities like Woodmaya, the biggest African travel YouTuber, and Winston Amwa, host of Joy FM Super Morning Show. Starting 11th August, you can choose to explore Kigali and Johannesburg for just 12,990 per person, Addis Ababa and Zanzibar for 17,990 per person, or better still, combine Addis Ababa with Cape Town for only 15,990 per person. If you're adventurous, then join our road trip from Ghana through to Togo, Benin, and to Nigeria for only 7,990. You can book at adansitravels.com or call 059 5500817 or 055 6310404. Numbers 059 5500817 and 055 6310404. You deserve this vacation. Don't miss out. Adanse Travel, feel life's beauty. And quickly, let me do these mentions and then we will be out of here. So happy 94th birthday to Mr. Jesse Owusu Amwa, former headmaster at Samankese Secondary School and father of Reverend Amishadai Owusu Amwa, Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority. This is from all your children. So grandpa, daddy, and everything, happy birthday to you. It's your 94th birthday, Mr. Jesse Owusu-Amwa, and your children, your grandchildren are all saying happy birthday to you. And to all the, children, again, of New Nation School who are graduating today, both those who are done with their IGs and those who are done with their A-levels, I say congratulations to all of you. You have done so well, and we're praying that your future will be just as bright. But this is how we end Home Affairs. Kukwa, Ajwa, Luther, Chaitanya, I have enjoyed my time with you. We should do this again and again and again.
Yes.
And the last time I said I had an announcement, we're having our first teen webinar coming up. It's going to be very big. We'll give all the details next week, and so we'll have all of you and many other teenagers on, and we're encouraging parents that when you see the flyers, you allow your children to join. It's going to be a big platform, and after that we're going to have the teen conference as well. Now that they are home, we will have an in-person big teen conference and do all that and make sure that we're empowering our teenagers to take over the world in a very positive way. So let's get ready for this, and this is my charge. I am very excited about it. Working with teenagers is just my passion, and we'll be doing this a lot more times. But thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I am sorry that you will have to go back home to go and face your chores, unfortunately. But enjoy doing it. And all of you out there, enjoy the weekend. My name is Adam Knight's team. The team has been very supportive, led by Daniela, Miss Swagger. Thank you very much. And and I appreciate it. Pakojo, thank you very much. You have always been so supportive. These are students from DPS. Let me just mention, and their teacher, Mr. Emmanuel Afo, he'll bring them, he'll sit with them at dawn. He's very passionate about you, and he's going to be on the webinar as well. So Pakojo, thank you, and the team at DPS, we appreciate you. The parents to releasing your children early morning, the school and all. We're very grateful, and thank you. So see us next week here on Home Affairs, and it's bye-bye from the team.